So I'm back here in Dolly Sods again in Monongahela National Forest in West Virginia. This time I got my trusty hiking partner, Hunter. It's my son. And then again my dad back there. So we're going in for a 3-day, 2-night, 3-day trip. Not hiking in very far. We're gonna hike. We're at the Red River Creek Trailhead. Red Creek Trailhead. So we're not hiking in very far. We're gonna camp right by the river where I was last time. I was actually down here with my buddy Tom back in last November, and it was freezing cold, where I couldn't even finish up my video because it was so cold it took out my cameras. And then my dad actually came down here with his buddies a month or so ago, something like that, and and we both enjoyed it, so we came out here together and figured it'd be a good hike for a little man. It's not too far, and and then we'll do some day hikes and stuff tomorrow. We're supposed to get some rain, so we'll see how the weather holds out. But yeah, we'll be here for a couple of days and should be a good time. It always is when I'm with these guys. So go ahead and hike in here. I don't even think we're going a mile until we get to our campsite. So it's about perfect. But we'll see you on the trail. I think we found our camp spot. There's plenty of flat spots around here. Got a nice fire ring here, and we already got logs set up.
I'm gonna be
nice and clear. There's even a spot back in here where set up a tent if you wanted. There's a real nice flat spot. Hunter wants to use his knife and start sculpting.
Where's my knife
stuff.
Anyway?
I'll get it for you here in a minute, buddy. Was that pack heavy?
Yes, it's very heavy for me, but you think it's so light.
Well, compared to mine it is. But of course, nice little fire ring. So we're gonna go walk around a little bit and then we're gonna set up camp.
Hunter Vincent! Oh, mercy, boy.
I just bought those raffle.
day hike. We're hiking the Red Creek Trail. I don't know, we've probably gone maybe a mile or so from camp, but came across this pretty cool campsite here. And it's got some decent areas, not a whole lot of flat spots, but what's cool about it is you got your fire ring next to this cliff, and then it sits right over the river here. You got a pretty nice view. What are we on? We're on the Red Creek, right?
We're on the Red Creek Trail.
Alright, where are we headed to?
Up to Big Stone Coal Creek, which then cuts across and up through the valley there.
Okay.
That's
Breathed Mountain, I think that's Breathed Mountain right here. So, I think we're hiking up. Just a day hike. Probably won't be out too long. We got a late start out of camp. Got up late, didn't get too good a sleep last night, so took a while getting out of camp. Hunter was playing in the water for a little bit, and ate some breakfast and had some oatmeal and scrambled eggs and bacon and Mountain House variety. Not packing that other crap in. Of course, we're not very far from the truck, so we probably could have went back and got it, but yeah, it's a pretty cool view. It'd be a pretty cool campsite if somebody wanted to hike in this far, which is really not that far if you're, but I got little man with us, so we didn't want to hike in too far from the truck. But I'll show you guys the map here in a minute where we camped at and where we're headed to and what trail we're on now. So this is a pretty cool place.
We're camped right here on Red Creek Trail, and then we've hiked up through here. We're at this point right there, and we're going to head on up here. This is Big Stone Coal. This is Duncanbarger. This is Little Stone Coal.
So are we making this loop here?
I don't know if we want to go that far or not. You're looking at close to 2 miles up there, another mile across, another mile back down.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we'll go on up, and depends on what kind of creek crossing we have right here as to whether we cross to the waters up a little bit.
That, and it's a pretty steep grade.
Yeah.
Up through there,
Mm-hmm.
up to the top, and then you run the ridge across here, and then you come back down.
Right.
Back down to the creek and back down to camp. So,
So
we camped over here.
So we're here. What we were looking at over there is Breathed Mountain.
Yep.
And here's
And there's Cold Knob, which is right here to our left.
So this right here, Breathed Mountain, is,
I believe that's it.
I think is that right up here. So
I feel like here, here's Red Creek Campgrounds. Yep, Red Creek Campgrounds. And wait, right here is
Cold Knob.
Coal Knob. I'm trying to read this, like
Right here is where we're camped, Hunter. Right there.
Yeah.
Right in that little triangle between the creek and those two trails.
sweet,
Cool.
And
cool little spot. Checking out another little campsite down by the river here. Last time I was here at Dolly Sods, this is where we actually stopped and had lunch on our day hike. Tom and I did. It's pretty elaborate. Got a nice little fire ring and some seats with backing set up, and we found this old timber saw here. It's not the whole thing. Obviously, it used to be a lot longer than that, but randomly sitting here. Alright, we're just finishing up our day hike here. We're heading back to camp. We hiked about, I don't know, mile and a half, and stopped and had some lunch in the rain next to the creek. So I had my normal ramen noodles with tuna. Little man had some mashed potatoes, and I think my dad had just a tuna packet. He wasn't too hungry, but But yeah, we kind of got rained out. So we eat lunch with the raincoats on and sitting under the canopy. But now the sun's back out and shining. It's getting hot and humid and the bugs are out. So that's always fun. That's all part of the experience, I guess. Prefer it not be raining. But I guess that's why I not necessarily cold weather camping, but colder weather. You know, November, December camping, because the bugs aren't as bad. You usually get decent weather. But except the last time I was here in November, it was a blizzard and it got like 10 below zero. So, but no, we're having a good time. Heading back to camp. I'm gonna sit around, make a fire here a little bit, and probably a couple hours, and then we'll get some dinner started. So.
Plus, Papa just farted.
Papa did what?
Farted.
Oh, that's nice. He crop dust you?
Oh, Papa.
Well, you've been farting the whole time.
Yes, I don't want that. Oh, no.
I'm just catching up to you.
I'm going to do a real quick gear video while we're back here at camp. And while it's not raining, so just kind of go through some of my gear and show you what I brought on this trip. I'm just going to preface this by saying that I brought more gear than I normally would. You know, we brought some things that we normally, if we were doing a hike where we were putting into miles, we probably wouldn't bring. But we knew we were close to the car. We knew we could bring extra stuff. I had to pack for two. I had to pack for Hunter, and even though he brought a pack, but it's only so big, and I'll show you that here in a second. So the pack that I'm using for this trip, I don't know if you guys seen this in any of my other videos, but I'm sure you've heard or seen the general pack before. But this is going to be the Go Light Jam 50. Unfortunately, you know, Go Light has gone out of business. I did hear that they were going to bring back, or that they were coming back in some form or another, but which sucks because they make great stuff, and I really like this pack. I think it's, you know, it's obviously a 50-liter pack, but it weighs about a pound and a half. Not sure the exact specs on that, but it doesn't have frame stays or anything. It just has a frame sheet back here. You know, I'm not going to go through and do a review on this, but it's a nice pack. You know, it's very minimalistic. So yeah, so I got that. Got the Mora knife companion, and this piece of it's foam insulation with like a mylar covering on it. I definitely bring that during winter camps because I put it on top of my sleeping pad. It gives a lot of warmth. It's lightweight. I roll it up, stick it to the bottom of the pack here, and use it for a dry seat because I knew it was going to be raining. But you know, we got the ribs pack. I normally bring the ribs pack. You know, bio wipes. And then in here, this is just a pack I had, but I put my Sawyer squeeze in here, and that's what I use for my water filtration. Let's see. And this, it's a Vault mesh bag. It's my fire kit. I've showed you what's in that before. Medical kit. Had to use that earlier. Hunter cut his thumb with the knife and had to use some iodine, and this is why you always lock your headlamps, because I reached in there and it was on. So always, if they got a lock feature on them, this is a black diamond, I don't know what model, but it's got flood mode, it's got spotlight, and it's got the red light on here. But I've done it several times where I've gone in my pack, my light's on, my batteries are about half dead. So, but I've got extra batteries, so I just use this, and it's wet, but this outdoor products pack cover you get from Walmart. See if I can open this one-handed here. Here. There we go. Nothing like holding it with your chin. Alright. Of course, got my raincoat, Marmot, Gore-Tex, pack light, and then my Maxpedition water bottle pouch in here. This is where I keep my jet boil stove, some extra utensils, and I got some random food in there and stuff, and that's nice. I got a slug in my pack. My dad brought his Helinox chair. Last time I was actually at Dolly Sods. I had my REI Flex Light chair. Exact same thing, just different company. It blew into the fire and burned up. Anyways, Hunter is using the Deuter, however you want to say it, Fox 30. Perfect pack for him. And then, as I usually bring, the Sierra Designs. Shoot, I don't even know what it is. Sierra Designs. It says it in here. Vapor Light 2, that's right. This tin is sweet, and I've had a lot of good luck with it. I've never once had condensation in this tent, and I've used it anywhere from winter camping to hot summer camping, rain, snow, never any condensation. And my dad's got the Copen two-person tent over there. It's a pretty good tent. 2 doors, 2 vestibules. You'll have to excuse the mess in here, but sleeping bag that I'm using is I believe it's the Sierra Designs. I forget the model. It's a 40-degree bag. It doesn't have any insulation on the bottom there. And then I got the Climate Static V air pad. I got the Nemo Aura 20 for Hunter, and then I've got a Climate pillow over there, and then just some random stuff sacks here. But yeah, and then over here we got food bag, trash bag for trash, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, we cheated a little bit. We're close enough to the truck where we brought some dry firewood in this bag here, so we brought it with us. Get this big stuff we collected, but that stuff we hauled it. We went back to the truck and hauled it in, so we cheated a little bit. But
That's not cheating.
well, kinda.
That's survival.
But this is he's sitting under the Kelty Noah's tarp. I believe it's a 9x9. It's a nice tarp, lightweight, compact. It's got a ton of guy out points all over it here on the top, and it's good for hammock camping. Pitch it in a diamond shape, and you're good to go. So it's string it up, put some paracord. Pretty sweet. So and of course we got the Eno single nest that I bring, held up with the Atlas straps here. It's got all these different loops, and as you can see, it's spaced pretty far apart here, and those straps don't stretch. It's simple setup, but I don't camp in it. Usually I just bring it for relaxation. So anyways, quick little gear video, the stuff we brought. All right, as part of this trip, I do want to show you the contents of my first aid kit, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. It's not real extensive, but one thing that I do have is some iodine swabs there, duct tape, and then the Ziploc bag here of some different things I have in there. Some bandages, some cotton swabs, some antihistamines. I guess ibuprofen in there. I do have some Quick Clot. Not that you would ever really want to use that unless just dire circumstances, because this stuff will damage tissue and it's very hard for them to repair. You know, some eye drops. I got some needles for my medicine, some super glue. The super glue is good if you got a deep cut instead of stitches. Originally, super glue was developed for use in, yeah, but I think it was used for the war, for the, I don't know if it was World War whatever. Anyways, you know, for the military, they got wounds and stuff. And I could be wrong. You know, obviously I use super glue like for surgeries and things like that, medical grade, I guess. And I've got some alcohol wipes, some moleskin, things like that. And the reason I think I've got some bite stuff in here, you get bite or stung, it relieves it. The reason why I want to show you that is, hold your hands out here, Hunter. In less than 24 hours, he has cut himself here, here. That's what the duct tape is for. We wrapped it up with a Band-Aid. He cut himself pretty good with my knife. It was bleeding pretty good. So I put some iodine on there. And one thing I do need to add to here that I think I've used and I don't have any more of, but I need to add, is triple antibiotic ointment. So we put a Band-Aid on, then I put the duct tape on there to kind of keep all the nasties out. And then he was taking my knife out of the sheath, my Moore knife, and just cut his finger, not paying attention. So that's why you bring a first aid kit. It doesn't have to be a level 3 trauma kit, but you need to bring something because it's bound to happen. Alright, day 3, we got camp broken down and we're ready to get out of here. So we're going to start the long journey out, the 0.6 miles back to the truck. So little man's got his pack on, ready to go. And Dad's back there, there he is. Back there, got his pack on, got our trash bag, picked up some extra trash from camp that people left behind. So we always try to leave things a little better than what we found it, you know. So got the fire pit, we left a little bit of extra wood here for some people. So yeah, nice little camp spot. So we are headed out. His trip is complete, and I don't know when we're going to be back. Maybe we'll do a fall trip either here or Red River Gorge. We'll figure it out though, but it wasn't too bad. Bugs sucked, but other than that, it was a pretty good trip. I enjoyed it. Hunter got to play in the water a little bit, and nice little day hike, and we got rained on, but it wasn't too bad. Had our tarps set up and we were ready for it. But another one in the books. See you back at the truck. That's it, everybody. This trip is done. It's over. We're back at the truck. We're wrapping it up. So I want to say Thank you for coming with us, and thanks for watching Ark Hunter. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.